Hi there, my name is Melinda, and I welcome you back to my channel, Connecting with Littles, where I love to share the things that I am learning with other busy young moms like myself. In today's video, I want to take you along as we pick some Suriname cherries and make them into a jam and make some cookies, some jams. I actually didn't know the name of these cherries till recently when I was looking for them, but apparently the ones you'll be seeing are Suriname cherries. Anyway, there was this one day where it rained during the early afternoon, but then by late afternoon we were able to go on a walk again. My children and I. It stopped raining. It was still foggy and dreary and so on, but it was nice for walking. It didn't rain. So we went to where we found one of these trees that you'll be seeing. I always enjoy taking walks with my children. Today I also want to be sharing some about counting our blessings, finding our blessings in the little things in life and the big things. We have this tree we can walk to. It's such a big, majestic tree, and we love to go there. It's one of our reminders of how great our God is. As we think of counting our blessings, I want to remind you that that is one of the best habits we can have as moms. Sometimes we struggle to find joy in our motherhood journey. But when we count our blessings and spread blessings to others, it really helps us to see just how much we have and how blessed we are. It's something I've struggled with, but I'm learning and you can too. Let's learn to notice our blessings wherever we go. We all go through hard times and face negative emotions, and I'm not saying we should just gloss over them. It's true some days are rainy, there's puddles, it's not bright and cheery and sunny, but there's still so much to be thankful for. So much God has given us. I hope I'm teaching my girls, and I've found they seem to be learning to count their blessings too sometimes, and I'm grateful for that. We all love these Suriname cherries, and I'm grateful that we have a place where we can go and pick them. Even if it was a wet day and we got wet just picking them, but still they gave us so much and we like them so much. Talking about blessings, having a positive mindset changes so much. None of us enjoy being around someone who is grumpy or unthankful. We enjoy being around people who are grateful, and so we need to learn to do the same ourselves. Sometimes I find that when I look at things through the lens of what I do have instead of what I don't have, I just find out I have so much more than I thought. Even in the hard times of life, there are blessings. I don't know if you've heard the song by Laura Story called Blessings. It says, "What if your blessings came through raindrops?" That's just one phrase of it. And yes, it was a rainy day, but we had blessings even in the raindrops. It stopped raining, there for that while. But we still got raindrops on us. One thing I would encourage you to do is to write your blessings down. I found several times in my life that when I take the time to write down my blessings just a couple of times a day, it really helps me. I got this idea first from Anne Voskamp in her book 1000 Gifts. I'd also suggest you look for them, get the book. I will link it in the description below. It just is such a blessing. I don't always do it written down anymore. I sometimes just do it thinking about the blessings and taking note of them. But it still encourages me to see just how much God gives us. It quickly overwhelms me at God's goodness. Now, this next part of the video, I'll admit, is the next day. I kept the cherries in the fridge, and the next day we took the seeds out, washed them and took the seeds out, and then we added some sugar, well, blended them and added sugar and cooked them into jam. Cooked them down for a while, and it turned out pretty good, actually. But anyway, back to my topic about writing down your blessings. My mom has done this thing where they were going to renovate, so they had a bunch of walls that were going to come down in their house. So she started writing things down on the wall that she was thankful for, a few things every day. She actually did it a couple of years ago, and then they ended up not being able to renovate. And so she still has the writing on the wall. Hopefully they'll soon be able to do it now. But it just is a lot of things that remind us we have so much to be thankful for. Look around you and listen. When your children bring you flowers, when someone drops off something for you, the smell of food, clean laundry in the breeze, a beautiful sunset or sunrise, seasons of good health, all these are great blessings. After I got the jam cooking, as you'll see in the video, going back to the video, I started mixing up the cookie dough, our jam cookie dough. It's one my mom always used, and I too. I know many people roll out their jams, but my mom and I were both not that kind. Or we aren't. And I like how these taste much better anyways. So we mix up our cookie dough, and then I made cookies, and then I was right away able to put the jam into them once they were done. And oh, they are delicious. So about their blessings, you get the point. Write each of them down. If you're struggling with contentment, or even just mentally take note of how much God gives you. It's amazing what this simple habit can do to us. When I struggle with being grateful, I start feeling so grateful for everything when I start counting my blessings. Spread the blessings to others too. It's one way to enjoy our blessings, spreading them on. How can you cheer others with what God has given you? Maybe others need a touch from God and He could use you. You don't need to do much. For me, I found that just the thought from someone means so much. Help teach your children to spread blessings too, to count their blessings and then to spread them up. Spread them on, I mean. Sometimes our lives are full and busy and it's hard to take the time to bless others, but when we do, we are the ones who come away blessed. How do you spread cheer? In what ways have you seen God's goodness in your life? Why does God give us blessings in the first place? It's because He loves us. He wants us to know He is with us. So again, going back over the basic steps I was telling you about today, count your blessings, write them down, notice them. It will really help you when you're feeling sorry for yourself, and then spread blessings on to others again. As I was making these cookies, I was just thinking of my blessings too. Like those Suriname cherries that are growing in such abundance. The friends my girls had over that time that I was doing this baking. It's true, I don't really enjoy baking, not that much with everything else there is to do, but this day, when I did it, I was grateful. The things seemed to work out so well. And then we had a bunch of nice cookies to show for it in the end. That jam turned out so well and looked so good. And then later I refrigerated what was left and we had some for other days and I just really liked it. The Suriname cherries, I don't know if they grow in the north everywhere. They are a little bit like acidic or a little bit sour, but that makes the best jam doing that. And I simply put a bit of it between two cookies and freeze. No rolling out, no cutting out shapes. Sometimes they don't totally match up, but they're so good and simple enough to make that I enjoy making them like that. I mean, I don't very often, but when I do, I'm glad they're a simple thing to make. Don't they look good? Don't you wish you could have one? I just love how they turned out. Very good. If you would like the recipe, comment below and ask for it, and I'll be sure to get it to you. I don't usually share recipes or write them down because it's just not my interest. But I would be happy to get it to you if you comment and ask me for it, because it's simple and good. I got some ready to share with my neighbors, the girls that were over for a while I was making this. And remember to spread your blessings unto others, because we were blessed, we were able to bless others. And then, like I usually do when I do some baking, I freeze, well, we all get one or two, and then I freeze the rest and just pull them out as I need them, because I don't like baking so often. We're so blessed. Thank you for joining me today, and count your blessings and be blessed, and I will go and do the same.